plays games with Steve
and Angel. From what I heard, it was a lethal poison.
Hold it! About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons?
About this many milliliters.
Well, let me see. Let me see. My bottle of eye drops says it's half fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh?
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
Hold it! A special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite, impressive. Most impressive.
You're not a Jedi yet. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
So you see, I'm innocent. I would never even know where to get poison.
Hold it! And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
She's right, and I think we've all had enough of Ms. Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison.
Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now just how did a lit student.
A lit student.
A lit. I was like a little? It's like
A little student.
now just how did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things?
I'm just a little student. I met the lawyer, blah, blah, blah. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal in about 2 teaspoons. And it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Okay. Testimony. Police report. She's age 19. Okay, Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay. So, student's testimony. The power. An article. What does this one say? Very little information has been disclosed. It is said that I've been a lawyer, however, police are questioning. This is just about the case. A small bottle. Okay, so I think it's this. It has the liquid poison in a small bottle. Given to Wright. Okay, he shows this to everyone. I think it. Okay, see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. I wouldn't know. I'm trying to figure out where I would contradict. It's a special kind of poison. It was a lethal liquid. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. I met the lawyer who was poisoned. Okay, so I think it's that last one. I wouldn't even know. Prevent. I think it's that. And that's why she gave it away. She's like, oh, it's my special trinket. Hee ha ha.
Objection!
No!
Your Honor, what do you think of the witness's statement?
You gotta remember how these games work, all right? So go through blah, blah, blah. Go through all this.
Blah, blah, blah.
Tell me, Angel, every time you present evidence, what are you trying to do?
Contradict.
How does the necklace contradict? She's saying, how would I know where to get... I wouldn't know where to get a poison like that. The necklace doesn't contradict that statement. So the question is, she's saying, I wouldn't know where to get a poison like that. Where did she get a poison like that? That's what you need to figure out.
Okay.
So look in your court record.
Where to get a poison like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pharmacology student. Well, he's in pharmacology. Day the victim dug up until 8 months ago. Wow. I just need a little poison. I wouldn't know. He would know? Is that the thought? I guess I'm like halfway, so I kind of want to ask for reassurance before I present anything. But you're being really quiet.
So you're asking me for advice?
Yeah.
Does this make sense? He's a pharmacology student. Would he be a source of info on this?
Yeah.
Then
At least I think
present
so. All right.
Objection!
Wow, okay.
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
The boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table.
At his very table.
Yeah.
Not this one.
At that very table.
No! You said it wrong!
I'm talking about your table.
Order! Could it be? Objection! That's nothing but a baseless
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report.
Gotcha.
Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? She got me good with that.
You got me there.
Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container? Okay, so now you see, okay, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So just remember, when you're doing the examination part, it's always got to be a direct, this is why the statement is wrong,
Gotcha.
right? Like, how could I get the poison? Well, you know someone who gave the poison, right? Because I think you're kind of going ahead, right? Where you're like, I know the poison was in the necklace, right?
Right.
But the necklace itself does not refute, where could I have gotten the poison? But then they'll give you like a, what container? And then you know.
I say I really gotta feed it to them.
Yeah, always
that.
just remember what directly makes this statement wrong.
Gotcha.
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you pass it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
Objection! So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute.
Your bottle.
Can I drink it? So what about I'm like a giant with a little bottle. What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. The very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? Oh, bad news, guys. I was doing a bit where I was a giant.
Get the stomach pun.
Do you remember in the beginning of that when they were like eating the slices?
Shut up. They cut it really thin.
Translucent. No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle.
Not anymore, no.
But not anymore. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
No!
Oh, order in the court. Objection! On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why are you the way that you are? Yeah. Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Execution. Electric chair. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
That and wig. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne like to you anyway?
Damn.
Fucking scrub.
That stupid hair. That stupid scarf.
I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is...
She's mad you in what were you? It's because it's to keep you quiet because of that necklace. Or to keep you quiet. Not to...
Dahlia Hawthorne, the music stopped, don't worry, was not and is not madly in love with you.
It did stop when I made a mistake, though. So now anything can happen.
Good. You should always be on your toes.
Yeah, I was making a joke. The only thing she's after is the bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Remember? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back. Please give it back now.
Please.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her
Sorry,
crime.
when Grossford talks, I just kind of tune it out, so that my memory's a little fuzzy on that part. My hemorrhoids, something, you know.
I'm sorry, Mary, we were talking about
Blood, there's a lot of blood coming out. That's why I tune it out. Sorry, anyway.
Actually, to present the profile before you present the necklace, you're thinking way too hard.
I was like, no.
Is there like a mosquito in here?
That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse, for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met.
Look!
That's why she...
I don't believe you.
No, that's a lie!
The defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry after him.
God.
Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane. Where's
Mr. Wright?
Where?
Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be brought back here soon.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present! It's gone!
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are you supposed to do now?
Wow, what a dummy.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology, especially saying it that way, is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
You what?
You ate it?
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But
What?
Yeah.
My tongue is in a lot of pain. Ah! It hurts! What? What is he doing now?
Hold it! Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
I hope so. Objection! It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive, unfortunately. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it would seem.
Objection! No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do, and it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Ugh. Even though I've proven so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Hold it! Oh, it was Mr. Wright.
Hold it!
Did you?
Mr. Wright!
I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met Doug Swallow.
That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
It's like dubbed in. Poison?
Yeah, it's not a joke anymore. The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. I just like the flag, okay? You gotta get out of here. She came to the lab that time, too. Can only have been her. That girl is a thief.
Stop it! Did Doug talk about her like that? Penis push!
Oh, you bloody cunt.
Hopping all around here up there.
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is... Miss Fay, you tell them. The Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago, too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before?
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Fay, If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore...
You know, we haven't saved in a while. Go ahead and save.
Oh, how do you do that?
Oh, is it not 2?
B? Is it the B button on the back?
No.
Is it 2?
I don't think we can save right now. But
Okay.
I pressed 2.
Well,
and
let's
it
just do
didn't
this
anything.
first. Yep.
Yeah.
The question was...
Who was Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
Winston Payne.
Winston Payne, yeah. I just don't like him. Planning to kill. Okay. Probably planning to kill Phoenix. Because he kept showing everyone the stupid necklace. But I'm not sure. That's my thought. Or the obvious is Doug Swallow. Or like the other theories, Doug Swallow. Oh, the bottle, the medicine. He was gonna take it. I'm gonna go with Phoenix.
Take that! There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's
Save now.
way.
Let's see.
Just because we haven't done it in a
Yeah.
while.
Or ever.
Yeah.
It was our first time saving.
Yes.
No, actually, no.
We saved
had
in the-
yeah, we had an ad break.
Yeah.
And ad break at the recess.
There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Mamma mia! Me? Objection! That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that it's true that...
It's true that that's how things
Yeah.
worked out.
Yeah, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
If they keep saying "wov," I'm gonna kill everyone in this court.
Poor Mr. Wright. Poor Mr. Wright.
Poor Nana.
This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago.
The One Piece.
That's right, Angel. The one piece. The bottle necklace. That's how she cared. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
And how annoying this guy is. No, it can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her.
Please give it back.
To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
Don't show the bottle. Poison.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
And I ate it.
How can this happen to me?
Feeny. What a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne?
It appears that this trial will be coming to an end soon. That this trial...
See, I keep hearing lines that are like a perfect segue for the episode. And I'm like,
I mess up. We'll split this one up. So
all right, fine. I can tell you plan on making. This sounds really familiar.
What?
Maybe it's just like a version.
The song?
Yeah, like it's just a video, but I feel like I've just heard this in other places.
you might have.
I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence?
Oh, we'll see about that next. No, we'll see about that right now.
Okay. It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Yes, I did.
Yerk. Well,
Hey, old man, are you senile or something?
Yes, I am.
Why don't you say anything instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Ms. Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge?
Yeah, you prefer it this way, Mr. Judge? You old simp.
With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But you're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. This is a terrifying fucking sprite.
I love that
I
sprite.
feel like it's gonna turn around and be a jump scare.
I can't let her get away this time. Hold it. Sorry for the audio.
Stop me! If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. Your life.
The ultimate price?
$500.
You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
Not my butthole badge.
No.
Please, Your Honor, not her butthole. It's not marred with hemorrhoids yet.
You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray.
A good one? Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded.
They'll just be like, I don't really want to be a lawyer anymore.
This is hard. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly...
Stupid woman.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Oh, God.
Just one?
If
Just-
you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Right Safe, please.
So, there we go. Yes. Yes. Back.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets a chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
In there.
In there.
Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Ms. Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
Okay. So I think it was in the medicine, but I don't think it should show this one. Found clutched, covered in Wright's fingerprints. I want to say the victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Press age. Because he's holding it. But why was he holding it? Like, maybe he took it during the fight because he knew that, like, it's poison, dude. And I don't know. It's going to take it.
Poison, dude.
I want to say, so it wasn't in the bottle. I can only present one piece of evidence. It's not the umbrella. I don't think it's the umbrella.
Poison umbrella.
Poison. Yeah, it's just slowly dripping from the outside. Victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was another round. This is about the point of the court case. The old power cable broke. Report on the incident at least months ago. This is about the poison company. No poison was found in the vicinity. Okay. Butthole badge. Well, proof of my profession. The first and last time I used it was a year ago. Oh. The death was electric shock. Can't read that anymore. Okay. And the question was, okay, number 1.
Show proof, irrefutable proof that Ms. Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. At the time of death, he was clutching that. Then he was going to try to poison Mr. Wright. Found clutch in the victim's hand, covered in Mr. Wright's poison.
Mr. Wright's poison.
Fingerprints in Wright's poison, yeah. I mean, it was the poison designed to kill Mr. Wright. Okay. I want to present one of these, but it has to be irrefutable proof. It has his fingerprints, and it was clutched in his hand. And this is a photo of it being clutched in his hand. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. I'm gonna be so pissed if it was like, oh, you can press either one and it's fine. God.
Angel, do you want to help? Do you want help?
Yes,
Please
I
say
do.
Professor.
Professor.
Okay.
Can I please
if
have
you were in
please?
court right now and I wanted to absolutely prove, because what is your theory?
That in the altercation, like, or that she was trying to poison him with the medicine.
With the medicine. Okay. If I wanted to prove to this courtroom that she was trying to that she poisoned or put the poison in the medicine, which one would I rather show? A photo or the medicine itself? What would be more useful in a courtroom?
Oh, well, I guess they could test it. The actual. Okay. So this is why I was like a prop versus a photo earlier.
Right.
Okay.
But in the other case, you didn't have the electric wire as an option.
Yeah. So this would be more okay, because they can test it. All right. Okay.
Take that. Also, I'm not sure if you were kind of tripping up because there's not any info in the description kind of linking it to that.
Well, they figured it out.
To what?
Yeah.
Linking it to what? In what way?
Linking it to it possibly being poisoned. But I think one thing you were kind of looking over, and it's like, oh, here's a photo of Doug like
It being
punching
held.
it. Remember that Phoenix lost this bottle at some point. So,
Okay.
here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine he always takes. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? You feeling sick?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine.
You want some chicken noodle soup?
After all,
Yes.
it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the
What the defendant? Remember what the defendant said?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony?
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Oh, it's in color.
I always eat with Dawn, it's the two of us.
Is this a home star?
It's wrong, man.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. And then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Objection! Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago. The poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant, the victim, were arguing, and The defendant and... No, sorry, I got tripped up because there was two of them there. Including the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug to do something.
Swallow to live.
Swallow to live. Do something to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then.
She had
Someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yeah, right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
Objection! I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some? Go on. Drink it. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn.
Your turn to prove you're innocent.
Now it's your turn to prove your innocence.
Hey, Miss Hawthorne,
what do you
eat
say?
this photograph.
Eat this photograph.
I want you to eat this gross stuff. If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now.
Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Oh, shit. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours.
For the time being?
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? Why, yes.
I'm gonna go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Wow.
Did that girl just admit to doing it?
Woo! It's finally all over.
Objection! I refuse to accept this! The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care! I wince in pain! And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said!
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Take it. Take it, bitch. Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There. It's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see,
Objection! And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
My hair!
Oh.
That's how it happened.
That's why he's bald and the other kid.
Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for him immediate arrest. Tragic. But not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
I always do.
Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fay,
Yes, Your Honor?
you said earlier that you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne knew each other?
Your Honor, how we knew each other had nothing to do with this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne. This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair.
Also, he has a daughter, so he he doesn't fuck, but he has sex.
We
Yeah,
don't-
yeah.
we don't-
On that chart, there's the chart of like the Muppets where it's like a chart of fucks and has
We
sex.
don't know if he's
Yeah.
actually procreated. It might be like a
Adoption?
Like a if I had a daughter. It'd be like losing to my daughter.
okay.
I could see Mr.
If I
Payne
had
having
one.
a daughter. I
Yeah.
don't think it's that out of the
I can't wait to see
question.
Mr.
Yeah.
Payne come home. It's like, lose again? Yes, dear.
Yes,
You're not good for anything. My mother was right about you.
He's also dating Roz.
Anyway, I read this.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true, my dear Dolly.
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Ripped to your girlfriend, though.
We did, yeah.
This court is adjourned.
It's okay. There's someone else I'm thinking about.
I guess I have a backup plan.
Mia, you were wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode.
Stop it!
Now
Stop!
yes.
No, thank you, Mr. Grossberg.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Remember the Gushers commercial?
Shut up!
Mr. Grossberg, now I see where you get your name. Do you maybe think you could stop talking about them?
You know, he wasn't nearly this gross before.
That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. I should stop talking about my hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. You kids have shown us the way. We adults are not cool.
Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations.
Thanks. I was thinking.
Go on.
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
It was her. What?
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something?
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't gotten a clue.
I get it. I broke up with my beard too, and I was like desperate. Now I had to fuddle with my feelings and like my orientation. Like, it's hard, but you just kind of have to get over her.
Yeah, Phoenix.
You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a little bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
What kind of company must this guy keep?
Just Larry. Right now,
That and like other like little girls.
I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you keep saying. I thought you were in the art department.
Well, yeah, I guess I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help.
Oh yeah.
And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Say, Miss Fay, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Probably not.
Nah. This is the last time we ever meet.
It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place, which is really sad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again.
I thought they were going to show what's the paper for a moment. And that guy. I don't remember him.
Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
Did she have a mole in the other sprites?
Yeah, 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. And another episode. Ton about memories. The end.
And Phoenix, right?
He never changed. All right, a brand new episode. Turnabout. The
Stolen turnabout.
What? Who took our turnabout? Oh, I was saving that turnabout. Well, guess we'll have to find some other turnabout tomorrow.
Bye.